So Ryan McLeod on the inside in the number 92 and Sam Paley on his right-hand side. So McLeod gets the wider run. The green flag is waving. The green light is on. A very, very tight run. And it's almost touching from the front row. In third place, it's Jensen Altsman taking a bit of a watching brief at the moment. Jensen not wanting to throw it in there, and he hits the curb. The number 91 car, Dan McKeever, from team Robert Noaker Racing, hit the curb too hard. The start under investigation. There's a piece of bodywork hanging from the leading car. Well, Jensen Altsman, I think, stayed out of that. Well done to him. And in the lead of the race, well, Ryan McLeod is down to second. Sam Paley has avoided the carnage. Not carnage at Arnage, it was carnage at Dunlop for the first time.
Well, it was indeed, and we've seen that many times in the big race as well. The drivers getting it all wrong at the start, as the right-hand indicator of Sam Paley's or turn signal car is flashing. Also, the rear bumper is flailing around, and it won't be able to continue like that. I would think you'll get a black and orange flag unless the bumper comes off the car soon. And
we've got a car that didn't get through that, at least a couple. In fact, Dan McKeever. So we will have a slow zone at the end. We'll start at the end of the lap. There's the pass for the lead as Cameron McLeod goes straight back in the lead. Jensen Altsman still in third position. Buescher in the lead of the Dark Horse, but coming through Sandy Satulo there in the number 7 as he tries to go through and catch on to the back of the Dark Horses. Now, what did that do at the back of the grid for the number 13 car? Well, I'll tell you, Robert Noack has gone one better today. He's up to 17th position. Oh, Marco Signoretti involved in something at the back of the field, and we are going to get a safety car.
Yeah.
And there it is. It is the number 68, the blue and white car of Chip van Verst. We got a good run from the guys at the front of the field. It was the first of the... it was coming through the first corner. Van Verst got sideways, picked up another car. Yeah, Van Verst on his own, got a swapper on, and that was the start of the carnage in the middle.
It's just not what you want to see. Also, Frankie Muniz getting into the side of the number 8 of Tom Tate in the...
Is that what kicked that off? And then everybody was on the inside of the corner.
This is at the Daytona chicane, yeah.
Cameron McLeod then leads the cars back to green in the second of 2 Mustang Challenge Le Mans Invitational races at the centre of endurance racing. The SEO, the guardians of endurance sport. And there's a perfect partnership between Ford and IMSA and the SEO to get these cars over here. IMSA, their normal racing platform for the Mustang Challenge, and we're racing again with 28.5 minutes to go. Cameron McLeod jumps out to a 6-car lead over Sam Paley in second. Jensen Altsman in third. Robert Noack already making a move on Doug Peterson. Invitation, well, he's Buescher in here now side by side. So Faust just about held on to it there. And there's a little bit of rubbing of vinyl. Actually, Matt Nichols-Jones. Oh, and Buescher has been clipped by Faust. On the right exhaust.
By the 98.
Excuse me, not by Faust. Tate Preece, yes. Just a little tap on the back. Actually, it wasn't just a little tap, was it?
Quite a big tap at the second chicane there, and Frankie Muniz managed to get slipped past there as well.
25.5 still to go. Buescher has rejoined. Tanner Faust goes down the inside of Sandy Satulo, and that's the Dark Horse Stars leader into the top 6, Peter.
Amazing, yeah, really. We have seen a little bit of attrition, of course, but Tanner Faust really moving forward, getting used to this Mustang Dark Horse car. And the 133 of Frankie Muniz, a great run from him as well, up in 9th place, but he does have Robert Noaker right behind him, and behind Noaker is the ailing number 98 of Tate Preece.
Now battling with Sandy Satulo, that's for 7th and 8th, and Satulo coming through, and the second bonnet pin has given up the ghost.
The number 77 car with the Tour de Four Challenging Perception of Cancer livery on it, which was driven yesterday by Sir Chris Hoy, the legendary British Olympian.
Chris Harris is a very good racing driver. We've interviewed him many times. He spent time in our booth at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, which is where we will be next weekend, and there's plenty of Ford interest there as well, with the GT3 car running in SP9 in the overall class.
Robert Neuecker has just done the fastest lap of the race, and it is the first sub 4:20 we've seen all week. 4:19.5.
3 wide, coming down towards Tertre Rouge, round the outside. What a manoeuvre! Can he keep it on the track? The multicoloured number 34 of Will Lucas. My goodness, that was heart in mouth moment as he went round. Well, that was a bit of an off-track manoeuvre, and I think Will Lucas realises there he got an advantage, and he's actually made the restitution himself there. And he's still over 13 minutes to go. 5 laps in the books, and this is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Jensen Altsman up into second position.
What a drive from Robert Neuecker. Even if he doesn't make it up to the win, the charge here on that white and blue fronted machine as his move, as Sam Paley has been passed by Jensen Altsman.
Yeah. So that happened a moment or two ago. Paley trying to go back around the outside. Neuecker with another outside pass, but he's not going to get that done. He's going to end up in the gravel, but somehow he doesn't. And he goes by and goes up into 4th position. A bit of tyre smoke going up towards the Dunlop chicane, but the battles continue. Oh, that's a tyre rub. Was that a tyre rub?
Yeah.
Right in front of Tanner Faust. That must have been Nathan Van Springel. So what happened there to Nathan? It's his right front tyre. Those hubs are straight off the road car. Plenty of cars, plenty of parts that are shared. Here's Neuecker going up onto the podium. What a drive from 37th position with some safety car, which took time out of the race for him to come through. This is extraordinary. Just under 10 minutes to go. Cameron McLeod by 9.5 now, and only Jensen Altsman in second place, holding back Neuecker from charging up to the leader.
Amazing stuff.
Cameron McLeod's just taken a 4:19.997 at the front of the field. One of only 2 drivers who've been under 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, oh dear.
No.
Doug Peterson in the gravel.
It'll be a slow zone. Great work by race control.
Cameron McLeod's in the middle of almost in the middle of a time trial at the moment as the battle for second place is raging on. McLeod got 10.3 seconds in hand as here comes Neuecker. Neuecker in the number 13 blue-fronted car on the 23 of Jensen Altsman and gets by on the run down towards Indianapolis. Fantastic stuff. Matt Nicol-Jones in 6th place, who was right on the bootlet of Tanner Faust. He came out of Arnage and had the massive slide, and he's just had another one at the Porsche curves. Yes, the Porsche curves, not where you want to slide, and it cost him so much time up the straight.
The slow zone clears on the exit of the Dunlop chicane under the bridge in an acceleration zone. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Green flag, waving at the top of the hill. Ryan McLeod saw the panels, and that's somebody touring in front, and it's held him up. Oh my goodness me, it's McLeod.
It's McLeod.
That is the leader. He didn't see the green flag, so we've got a new leader. Robert Neuecker from 37. McLeod has taken I don't know what he's done there.
No way.
Was he between Marshall's posts? What a costly mistake, or whatever has happened there.
Will the car have a limiter on it?
Possibly. Yeah.
So it could have been that maybe couldn't get the limiter off, possibly. Well, we don't know, but oh no. Cameron, he had 10-second lead going into that slow zone.
I think it was. I saw the green flag waving under the Dunlop bridge. Look at the. If we get a moment, this is the pass for the lead as Robert Neuecker went through on the Forest S's, and
the team going berserk, the Robert Neuecker team, after that one.
But I saw a green flag waving underneath the Dunlop bridge, and that is clearly what the cars second on down saw as well. was that flag either not there for Cameron McLeod or did he not see it? That's where I accepted the acceleration zone to be. That the slow zones start in a braking area and end in an acceleration area, and they're actually marks on the side of the track. I was showing them to you on Tuesday.
Yeah, we were lucky to have Andy Prio with us yesterday in the For Performance studios, and he was saying that this is a great learning opportunity for the drivers to learn how slow zones work and how you can gain time going in and gain time going out. And well, if knowing how to do them properly is a big thing. And we'll maybe pause on judgment. There could be something else for Cameron McLeod there, but what it means is that Robert Noecker has got the opportunity to try and pull away in Sector 2 when they were both up to speed. Noecker was 2/10 quicker than McLeod, but McLeod appears to have got his head down here big time, and as they head up out of Arnage and towards the Porsche curves, McLeod is hoping to try and drag himself back up towards Noecker. We could have a proper grandstand finish here.
Now, here's the battle for the lead. The draft is strong. Cameron McLeod in the Ryan McLeod racing car goes out to driver's left. That will mean he'll have to do the Noecker move round the outside on the man who's perfected it. He clicks to the inside, right over the inside curb from Noecker. He really defended hard there. The old over and under coming out of Mulsanne corner. The signalling pits to the right. This is marvellous stuff in the Mustang Challenge Le Mans Invitational on the circuit that has seen so much Ford history down through the years, and we're writing a new chapter here between these two young chargers from opposite sides of the world. Robert Noecker from the back to the front of the grid. Cameron McLeod, who had led comfortably before coming out of that slow zone a lap ago. They're still side by side on the last lap. Half a lap to go here is still the better part of 4 miles, and through on the inside into Indianapolis goes the man from the Antipodes, and McLeod leads at Le Mans. Robert Noecker tries to do to him what he's just had done. This is marvellous stuff. The connections of both teams on tenterhooks and hopping around from foot to foot in a pit lane that has seen so much Ford glory down through the years. Immense stuff by these two drivers. Third place, Sam Paley has got the best seat in the house as Noecker jinks out to the right. He's going to go around the outside on the new bit of tarmac, and he's on now, loses the front end of the car, has to drop back in as they head now onto the older tarmac in the double left of the Porsche curves, and the leader loses the back end. There's nothing being left on the table here. These two 500 horsepower V8 engine Ford Mustang Dark Horse R's, every single pony being used to the absolute max by these two drivers. Into the Ford chicane for the last time. McLeod has cleared it back. He's got just this one complex. He gets these entry from the pit lane entrance across the curbs. No chance of a pass unless there's a mistake, unless it could be a sprint to the line. It's going to be Cameron McLeod. He pulls off to the left-hand side, so he didn't give Noecker the draft, and he wins it by a 10th and 3/4. Cameron McLeod wins from Noecker with Sam Paley in third. Jenson Altsman, the unluckiest driver to be off the podium with Matt Nicol-Jones. Well, we don't have to worry about what happens coming out of that slow zone because we got the race that we'd hoped for. Robert Noecker from the back of the grid, take nothing away from him. And look at the respect. Look at the respect between those two young Ford drivers coming from different sides of the world. What a finish to the race, particularly coming into the Porsche curves. Either of them could have ended up in the wall here. Those two gave us plenty of entertainment in those last couple of laps, with Sam Paley through in third position. Alfonso Diaz taking the Dark Horse Legends ahead of Tim Miles and Drew Nobar on the podium as well. And it was Tanner Faust, wasn't it, who got to the lead of the Stars. Few drivers having early problems, including Marco Signoretti, the For Performance junior driver, Tom McGlynn, Chip Van Verst, all, and Andrew Majeski and Dan McKeever, all in that early running in the first lap. Well, excellent stuff, and Cameron McLeod makes it 2 for 2 on the hallowed tarmac. From Peter Mackay, from me, John Hindhaugh, and from Ford Mustang Le Mans Invitational, it's bye for now.